Before we can go any further with circles, we need to learn how to complete the square. So I'm going to begin by expanding a perfect square, x plus a squared. And that's just x plus a times x plus a. So remember, we FOIL first, outer, inner, last. And then that's going to simplify to x squared plus 2ax plus a squared. And a is just a constant. So the term in front of the x here is twice the constant term we started with. And then the constant term, once we expand, is the square of that. We're going to use that fact. So we want to complete the square, and I'm going to do this in a more general form than maybe we have to. I want to complete the square for x squared plus bx. Now what does that mean? I want to rewrite this in the form x plus c squared plus d. So my job is to find c and d. So I'm going to take some inspiration from how we expanded x plus a squared, and I'm going to write x squared plus bx plus b over 2 squared. And then I'm only allowed to add 0, so I'm also going to subtract b over 2 squared. So functionally, all I've done is add 0, which is totally okay. Now, the first three terms here are going to factor to x plus b squared. And then the final term is just going to hang out on its own. And so this is how I'm going to complete the square. All right. So now let's try this with numbers. X squared plus 6x. I'm going to add 6 over 2 squared and subtract 6 over 2 squared. And that's going to end up just being x squared plus 6x plus 9 minus 9. Now we definitely don't want to cancel those 9's out. We put them there because these three terms are a perfect square. They are x plus 3 squared. And then we just have the minus 9 hanging out at the end. So this is the completed square form of what we started with. So far, all of our constant terms have been 0, so let's rectify that right now. X squared minus 8x minus 3. Now, it's fine that we have a constant term, we're just going to move it over. So we're going to rewrite this as x squared minus 8x, and I'm going to put the minus 3 way over here. And now I'm going to add negative 8 over 2 squared, and then I'm going to subtract negative 8 over 2 squared. And so when I simplify, this is x squared minus 8x plus negative 8 over 2 is negative 4, and when I square it, I get positive 16, and then minus positive 16 minus 3. And so now these first three terms are going to simplify to x minus 4 squared, and it's minus because the middle term is negative. And then negative 16 minus 3, that just simplifies to negative 19. And that is how we complete the square.